What's up, y'all? Bricks Galore here, and today we are going to be ranking my top 10 favorite LEGO Star Wars retiring sets that you should get before they're gone. So, let's get right into it. So, in 10th is the Coruscant Guard gunship. And now, to be frank, this set has a lot of problems. Obviously, the gunship is a bit too small, and the figures are lacking. But I still put it on this list because, it's a Coruscant Guard gunship. It's awesome that LEGO made that. Also, we haven't had a gunship in forever, so that part is also awesome. The interior is lacking. There's lots of it that's lacking, but overall, I think this set is okay. I think the Palpatine in this set is good. Besides that, again, the figures aren't great, but overall, I think this is an okay set and one that I would pick up before it retires. Next up, we have the Executioner Super Star Destroyer, and this is a really cool one. This is the first of the brand new MIDI scale line that they've launched, and I really like this one. I think it looks great in the scale. They did a great job with the greebling on top. Overall, this thing just looks really good, and it's a great display set for anyone who likes Star Wars, likes episodes 5 and 6, and has the money. I think this is a great set to pick up. It's one I got, and I was even happier with the built version than what I saw in the box. So I would definitely recommend it. Next up is the TIE Bomber, and obviously a long awaited remake that is sadly retiring. And I think they did a pretty much perfect TIE Bomber. I don't see how you could do it better in this scale at this price. This set is amazing. Lots of fun features too for such a, compact build. The figure selection is very good. And overall, just a great set. One that I definitely pick up. The only reason I could see this, being lower on the list is because it is sort of niche, right? Like, I'll admit TIE Bomber was not something I was asking for when it came out, but I got it and I'm so happy with it. So I definitely recommend it. Next up, we have the Endor Speeder Chase, which I'll just be honest, I think this thing looks great. I love the way that the speeders really look like they're in movement. I think the trees are very good for this, size and price that you're spending on this. And I don't see too many flaws in this set. I think it's a great set. Some people have, criticized it more than me, but overall, I really like this set. And so I think this is definitely a pickup. I think maybe it could have been better in a bigger size, but also I'm glad that it's sort of cheap. So definitely one I would consider. In number 6 is the New Republic E-Wing versus Shin Hades Starfighter. And overall, these are just two solid ships. Like, don't forget about the minifigures for a second. Both these ships are colorful and look great. So that by itself, I think, is awesome for this set. The Ahsoka show was kind of lackluster, so I get if you don't love the concept material. But overall, these are the best figures. These are such good figures and my favorite characters from the Ahsoka show. And overall, just the combination of two really good looking ships plus all those figures. For this one, this has got to be a buy for me. And I'm honestly surprised that LEGO's giving it a short shelf life. In fifth is Obi-Wan Kenobi Starfighter. And this one I'd pick up for a couple reasons. I have multiple myself because of that Ton Wee, who's just a revolutionary minifigure and one that I'm so glad that we were able to finally get in LEGO form. So I do think the price of this one is going to skyrocket, but also the ship just looks great. The Obi-Wan figure is great. It's nice to have an R7 on the market. This is just a great set overall. One that, again, I picked up multiple. I just think this thing looks amazing. And so I don't know why anyone for this cheap price wouldn't get it, to be completely frank with you. And again, those figures are amazing. In fourth is the best diorama set I think LEGO has ever done with the Emperor's Throne Room. This thing just looks menacing. I love the window. I love the chair. I just love how they represent this scene. Honestly, I'll admit I haven't picked this one up yet, but it's on my list and I can't wait to display this awesome set in my room once I get it. This thing is gorgeous. The only reason that this one isn't higher on the list, to be honest, is just the price. I don't quite think it's worth $100. I think it should have been 80, but even with a bad price point, this one's still this high up because it's that good of a set. Next up, we have the Ghost in Phantom 2, and I can't believe this one is retiring so soon, not even a year and a half shelf life. And I'm just so happy that they put a Ghost on the market. After the end of Rebels, I never thought LEGO would make a Ghost again. And frankly, I thought someday I was just going to have to pay a crazy price for the original one. But I'm so glad this came out and I could have my dream of having the Ghost. Now, I'll admit, this set has a pretty bad minifigure selection, besides Hera, and I don't really have a need for this set. Her son has the wrong hair color, and this chopper is just simply not as good as the original one from the Rebels wave. So I see that the figures are bad, but this ship is just beautiful, and I'm so glad it's on the market. So I'm probably going to pick up multiple of these. This is one of my favorite Star Wars ships. And so for anyone who likes Rebels or Ahsoka, this one's got to be a pickup. At number 2 is the Behemoth, the UCS AT-AT, and I will admit I've come around on this one. Right when it came out, I didn't want to get it. I was just like, for 800 bucks, I don't really want an AT-AT. I just think it looks just as good as the $160 version that I already own. But the more I look at this thing, the more perfect it looks. And I mean, I've seen a couple in person. They are amazing, and they just command a presence. It has a full interior, it's minifigure scale. This thing just has a lot to love about it. And so I'll admit, before this thing retires at the end of this year, I will pick one up. I'm going to have to find space in my budget for it because it's that awesome. Of course, it has some amazing minifigs. And overall, just a great display set. And one that we probably won't ever see again in this scale. So, one I'll pick up, and one that I think you guys should consider too. But at number 1 is the Mos Eisley Cantina, and I think this is the best Master Builder series set they have ever made, and I'm a huge fan of the Master Builder series line. In this, you just get a crazy amount of good exclusive minifigs, and then overall, the Cantina itself, it looks great. You can open it up, show off all the rooms, recreate all the amazing scenes from the movie. I mean, this thing is just beautiful. This is a flawless set. I have no flaws with this set. I'm happy with the price point for what you get. And frankly, this might be one of the best LEGO Star Wars sets of all time. So I definitely think you guys should pick this one up before it retires at the end of this year. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm hanging out with my Mos Eisley Cantina right now. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe and like the video and share. And with that being said, have a great day, and I'll see you guys later on Bricks Explore. Bye.